I love my family. Love my entire family. Um, I I'll give you an example of this. Me and Tracy, Una, everybody, we're all hanging out with the big fam, right? The whole big fam. And my nephew, we were ordering food. And my nephew said, Uncle Matt, do you want white rice or brown rice? And I said, huh, you know what? I'll take white rice. And he's like, Uncle Matt, are you sure? I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I would like white rice. He's like, okay, because like white rice is brown rice is healthier and white rice is bleached. So you don't want to have that because it's bleached. I was like, I don't know. I don't know if that's true actually. I was like, I feel like white rice might be milled and like the brown rice is brown because there's the husk on it. And he took out his iPhone and he Googled it. And he said, oh, Uncle Matt, you're right. White rice is milled and brown rice has the husk on it. And I was like, all right, there you go. And he's like, what did you do before you could just like take out a phone and like Google something to see if it was right? What did you do? I said, I'll tell you what we didn't do. We didn't have petty conversations. Is that everything back in the day, everything was deeply philosophical. Every conversation, we didn't talk about this stuff. I said, we talked about stuff. I would be out there I'd be outside tossing the pigskin with my friend, and I'd be like, oh, throwing the ball. My friend would be catching the ball, and I'd say something like, I'd be like, hey man, is God real? And my friend would go like, define God. And I'd be like, oh, come on, man. Don't get all William James on my ass. I was like, you know what I'm talking about, man? Is God like, I don't know, is God like an omnipotent, and he's like, being, man, like an omnipotent being. I'm like, no, man, not like a energy force field. Yeah, right, yeah, is God real? Is that God real? And he would be like, where, man, where is this force field, man? And I'd be like, everywhere, man, it's love. Everywhere. And he'd be like, even in your underwear? And I'd be like, you son of a gun. And then I'd tackle him and I'd drag him down and rough and tumble play outside, shirts and skins, no sunscreen, nothing like that. And we would pin each other to the ground, and there would be a winner and there would be a loser. And the loser would look up at the winner, and the winner would look down at the loser, and they would be eye contact. There would be eye contact. And we would just be there on top of each other in the field, just looking at each other. Two guys, one shirtless. No devices. No data. And as we press on each other, we hear the sound of our mother. Our mother's calling us for dinner. That's right, family dinner. We'd push off, put our shirt on if we were the skins, fix our shirt if we were not the skins, and then we would go home, thinking about that moment that we go in, we just wash up with a bar of Ivory soap. It floats. It floats. And it takes off a layer of skin that you don't need. And then we would go sit around the table, all 9 of us, right? Careful not to raise the ire of my father who had worked all day on the railroad, right? And we'd do the dishes. We'd march upstairs and we'd do our homework. If we had a project, if we didn't understand something, we wrote it down in Palmer penmanship on an index card, and we would ask for a ride to the library, or God forbid, we'd walk. We'd walk with our two feet. We would walk to the library and we would look it up in the card catalog using something called the Dewey Decimal System, which I never understood and I still don't understand. I know that 800 is reference and you can't take that out of the library, and that's all I know. So I would walk to the ornery, look at that word I'm using, ornery. I would walk to the ornery librarian and I would ask for help, thereby developing the mad personal skills that you see before you today. It didn't just happen. No, I went to the library. I asked questions. I wrote things down. So my nephew was like, so white rice. I was like, yeah, white rice. White rice. Yeah, white rice. I'll take white rice. Well, here's the thing. After all that, what do you think got delivered? What do you think got delivered? White rice. White rice. I got what I wanted. But here's the thing. I didn't even care. Like, I don't care. I can't tell the difference between white rice and brown rice. I don't really even care. But if brown rice got delivered, like if there was some sort of mistake and brown rice, I would have rolled with it. I would have been an example of flexibility for my nephew. I wouldn't have got all bent out of shape. I would have been, oh, great, it's brown rice, right? I guess the universe wanted me to have brown rice, you know? I guess the universe, thinks that I could use the more fiber-rich husk from the brown rice. I don't know. My dad always used to say to me, he'd say, Matthew, you're so full of shit, your eyes are brown. I am not full of shit. I'm half full of shit. And I say half full because I'm an optimist, okay? I don't say I'm half empty of shit. I'm half full of shit because I'm an optimist. I am a sensitive, flexible optimist. That's what I am. So, and I would have been cool, if he messed up, even if he messed up the order, which he didn't. But if he did mess up the order, I would empathize because I'm an empathetic, flexible optimist. I am an FO.